Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do the full length video campground tour of Spring Lake in Greene County, Iowa. I did a short for you, just a little sneak peek, but I'm learning voiceover, and so here is the full length video. Don't want to take too long, so we're going to fast forward through some of these parts, but I want to give you a feel for where everything's at in regards to what parts of the lake and how far you are from the restrooms and stuff. Coming in here to the park, you can see that there's a dump station there to the left. And then just past the dump station, up here is the road to get to the modern bathrooms, which is right here. So keep that in mind as we're going through. And then this little shack right here is the registration booth up here on the left. So if you have not registered online for a spot and you do just show up and want to find a spot to camp, that's where you would go to register for that. All of these campsites along the lake over here are, some of them are reservable online and some of them are just show up and register. There's a little cove back here with some camping spots in the trees. And then a little cove back here where you could group camp. It'd be a fun little area for that. You can pretty much camp, I believe, how you want. There's no gravel pits back here to say you have to park a certain way. So that's kind of nice. Back here on the main road, again, you're going to go clear back here and all these spots on the west side. Now, this was our favorite place to camp over here because in the afternoons, you've got the shade there from the trees on the right-hand side of the road that gave you some shade. Whereas if you're on the east side, you are pure sun all afternoon. But I wanted to give you a look at some of these camp spots down here at the end of the camping area on the west side of the lake. You really are right here on the lake. My son used to love fishing when he was little, and so when we camped here, we felt pretty confident in letting him go down there to fish. He was pretty safe down there. And we could watch him from the campsite, and that was his happy place when he was a kid. And I wanted to kind of give you a feel for what it looks like. And then down here, there are some restrooms that you can use in a pinch, but as you can see, they're really just pit toilets. They're not even flush ones. No sinks or anything. So you're quite a bit away from the modern restroom down here. And I'll show you that when we get back up to the top of the lake. But I'm standing in one of the campsites right here. And as you can see, it's just a short walk down here to the water's edge. Again, I don't think the lake is really any deeper than about 8 foot in any spot. So definitely if you fall in here, pretty much anyone can stand up. We felt safe letting the kiddos fish. And then we'll kind of come back down here. Still on the west side heading south. There is to the right here just a nature drive that you can take that takes you up closer to the registration booth, to that area. And still back down here, we've got a little bit I wanted to show you. If you are into hiking and taking nature walks, there's plenty of roads here. There is a hiking trail up here to the right. Been years since I've been back there. So I couldn't tell you what it is, but that'd be neat to go exploring if you're into that. And as you can see, there's a bench back here. You're walking all the way down here from the campsites. It's nice that there's a bench where you can just sit and enjoy the weather and nature, take a rest. You'll see that there are plenty of benches here at Spring Lake, which is great. And then there's this little cove back here of water. You used to be able to catch some pretty good sized carp if they were biting. We always just caught and release. I don't even know what you do with carp. But just to kind of show you, there's a little boat ramp here. Mostly just to fish off of. And then I just took some audio of the water. I don't know about you, but this is like the best sound in the world other than ocean waves crashing. It's just so calming. Little picnic area and the stuff up here by the north end of the lake. Again, these are the modern bathrooms. I didn't want to take video in case someone was in the shower or something. That's not appropriate, but as you can see, you've got your showers and your flush toilets and everything up here. There's a big field. There's disc golf here. There's a playground over here. But plenty of area for walking the dogs and walking the kiddos. I thought I got some more video of the playground, but I didn't, apparently, or it didn't turn out. But there's a playground. There's a couple basketball hoops over here. So, good area to play. And then there's this little bridge that takes you over to a picnic shelter and the cabins, which we'll look at later. And just kind of wanted you to see out this finger of the lake comes down. So that building is a skating rink, and used to be, at least on Friday and Saturday nights, it was open, and you could go and rent some skates, just like back in the, I guess, good old days of my parents. It was pretty fun. You can rent some canoes and paddle boats and stuff like that. They do have a concession stand here at the swimming area. But one thing I did want to show you, so this is the beach area. And of course, we're here in October, so no one's out. It's kind of chilly. But if you're at the beach area and you need to use the restroom, especially if you've got kiddos, you need to walk back out of the whole entire beach area. And I just kind of wanted to show you how far it is. Run, 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 run. To here. And these are, again, just some pit toilets. So that's not very ideal. But there is a beach area. Kind of fast forward this again, just go all the way over to the east side of the lake. A little bit of a drive over here. There's another shelter house that you can rent or use. And then we're going to get to the east side. Now, this whole east side, there on the left is a road. That's one way. So this way that we're going is one way all the way around, and that's where it comes back out. So again, if over here if you are camped at any of these spots, just know that you have to do the whole entire loop to get out of the park, the whole entire loop to get over to the modern restrooms for this side. A little bit inconvenient, but this is all one-way drive. Again, this side of the lake, you're going to get the shade in the morning, and in the afternoons, you are just full on sun. So it wasn't ideal for us, but as you can see, you're just across the gravel road from being able to set up, throw out some fishing poles. So for some people, that would be ideal. Not too bad. Kind of just a still picture of what the campsites look like over here. And now you're just across from the skating rink area, right here on that finger. When we were on the bridge, you're over here on the east side of the lake. Now you do have a few coves over here. Again, try to fast forward a little bit so the video could be, at least 2 or 3 times as long. But I just want to give you a feel for the park in a kind of quick fashion, and hopefully if this is something that looks good to you, you'll go check it out. But up here, as well as these other coves, again, they don't have the gravel spots where you have to park a certain way, so group camping would be fun. Over on this side of the lake, in any of these spots, you're not really going to be able to see the lake unless maybe through some trees. But all the way back there, this whole circle lines the whole circle with electric boxes. So you could do group camping back here as well, kind of back in this little cove for a little bit of privacy. Got this third cove up here. Do a quick old spinny around there. And then you've got a little drive. Now these ones do have the gravel pits, so I believe you have to park where they want you to park over here. And then back here straight ahead is the tent camping. There's another little playground over here, some more pit toilets, and then just open spot where you can pitch a tent wherever. So now we're going to drive. We're still on that one-way loop, remember? Going way, 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 way back here. And then we'll come up on the modern restrooms on this side of the lake. And I believe these were locked the day that we were there. Again, we were there in October. But as you can see, there are modern restrooms back here. And so again, you're gonna have to drive all the way over here to get to those. And then take this whole drive back, a little bit of a trail, in order to get out of the park or whatever. And then there are some cabins that you can rent, so I did want to show you these real quick. They look like some pretty nice newer cabins. Pretty good size as well. Pretty peaceful up here on the hill. So these would be nice if you were having some family get-togethers maybe and wanted to get out here and people didn't want to sleep in tents or campers. But again, you can't really see the lake from here. But I think they'd be nice to maybe camp in with a group. And then if you look, clear back there is that picnic house that you could kind of see when we were going over that bridge. It's pretty run down, so I don't know who would use it. And then I just kind of walked back here by that picnic area. There is a, looks like, trail that goes back down to the bridge that we're at by the playground. But they don't really want you going down there. They're going to have to do some work to that trail. But that is Spring Lake County Park in Greene County. Hopefully you like this video. Hopefully this helped you, especially if you're reserving online. And if you want to see more of these, go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel. And we will catch you in the next video. Thank you.